Radio Station of Divine Love. Infinite celestial beings, help me to convey this message with God's grace and mercy. In the ether, in space, in the air, a large amount of both positive and negative vibrations circulate, and according to your thoughts and feelings, you tune in to the positive or negative vibrations that exist in space, in the air. It is as if in space, in the air, there were several radio stations transmitting different vibrations. Some radio stations transmit vibrations of cosmic peace, divine love, and divine harmony, and other ones express vibrations of hatred, resentment, and conflict. But I am not referring to the radio stations that you turn on in the morning or at some time of the day, but to mental and emotional radio stations that transmit different kinds of vibrations in space, in the ether. Of course, the radio stations that you turn on the radio may vibrate more with love or hate, but today I want to help you tune in to the radio station of Divine Love that transmits the vibrations of cosmic peace, harmony, and love. Hello, this is Alejandro Gomez Ramirez. I invite you to subscribe to my Lapis Vita channel and click the like button. Divine Love has three qualities, and in order to become a being of Divine Love, you have to develop these three qualities. The first quality is the love of love, where you learn to love and forgive all people, and you learn to forgive yourself, to love and accept yourself unconditionally. If you're a nurse or if you're a person who likes to help and serve others, you must also learn to forgive, love, and accept yourself unconditionally. And if you're a successful person with money and fame, you must learn to love and forgive people. Love must arise in you to help other people. This quality of love requires that you know how to love and forgive others, and that you know how to forgive, love, and accept yourself. I forgive myself, I love myself, I accept myself. The second quality of Divine Love is the wisdom of love. Since I was a teenager, I wanted to feel the divine love of the Divine Mother, and the desire to experience divine love aroused in me. But at that time, I was surrounded by heavy negative karma, and it was difficult for me to feel divine love. However, I pray for someday be able to feel divine love. In 1993, at the age of 19, I traveled to the Spirit University of the Ascended Masters of Summit Lighthouse in Livingston, Montana, in the United States, under the guidance of the messengers Mark and Elizabeth Clare Prophet. And there, I was able to tune in with people from different parts of the world who share the same desire of mine to one day achieve spiritual liberation. On that same trip, I visited the Hermitage in Encinitas, California of the Self-Realization Fellowship founded by Paramahansa Yogananda. To summarize, I went through many tests and learnings, and after that trip, I had terrible panic attacks. These panic attacks that happened to me were not a curse, as some people may think, but my panic attacks were what I had to heal and cleanse to one day feel the divine love that I longed for. Year after year, I trained and prepared myself and began to purify my four lower bodies. I began to purify my earth body, my emotional water body, my mental fire body, and my intuitive air body. I attended therapies with the psychiatrist and with the psychologist to heal my personal and family psychology. And as I told you, I went through many tests, and on several occasions I was defeated. But I got up and kept trying until in March or April 24, when I was at the Rhine Institute of Parapsychology in Durham, North Carolina, in the United States. I was praying within myself in a conference room to Archangel San Gabriel, and I said to him, Archangel San Gabriel, give me the purity of your love. Archangel San Gabriel, give me the purity of your love. And suddenly, I felt the Divine Mother giving me spectacular divine love. That was the first time I felt the divine love of the Divine Mother in my life. At 8 years old, I felt the divine peace Master Lahiri Mahasaya gave me in order to follow the discipline of Master El Morya in my life. At 6 years old, Master El Morya appeared to me in my consciousness, telling me certain disciplines I had to follow in my life, who were really tough. And the emotional impact of that experience with El Morya motivated Lahiri Mahasaya to appear to me, giving me great peace and telling me to follow the discipline of Mahatma El Morya. Later, at 10 or 11 years old, I had an experience where I felt great divine peace, but on this occasion, at 30 years old in the Rhine Institute, I could feel the divine love of the Divine Mother for the first time in my life. And from that moment on, it was easier for me to feel divine love, although I continued to go through tests and purifications of my 4 bodies, as I have mentioned. I achieved spiritual liberation from the Earth School on March 17, 2016. And instead of going to another place in the universe, I wanted to stay on this beautiful planet to help in planetary evolution. From that moment on, I could feel bursts of love and mercy at will throughout my body and mind. When that happened to me, I could forgive and love any person on the planet. I could forgive any serial killer. That much it was the divine love I was experiencing. But then, in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, I went to a shopping center in Bogota, Colombia called Mall Plaza, which is on Avenue Carrera 30. I was feeling great divine love, and then the Divine Mother appeared to me in my conscience and told me clearly, Alejandro, if you are going to continue on Earth, you have to learn that on this planet, where there are millions of people, each one has a different spiritual and personal level, and many of them need to experience pain and suffering so that they can advance spiritually. You can't give divine love to all people. There are people who need to be disciplined and sometimes be subdued by justice. And this in itself is a sample of the wisdom of love. The wisdom of love sometimes has to be drastic and severe with some people who have not wanted to learn their lessons of the law of love and divine wisdom. It was at that moment that I remember the healing process of drug, alcohol, or sex addicts, where the relatives of these addicts are told that they cannot give them money or help them until the moment they are in great need and ask for help from the bottom of their hearts and begin to face all their pains and character flaws that have them tied to addiction. With addicts, you have to learn to lovingly detach yourself from them and allow them to learn their lessons in the strictness of a street life. When after a few days, months, or years of suffering on the streets or suffering deprivation, these addicts hit rock bottom and realize their mistake, they can have a spiritual awakening and ask help to God and the higher power to get out of that abyss in which they find themselves. The wisdom of love also teaches that if after months of years of giving love and understanding to some people and family members, and despite this, these people do not show reciprocal love or goodwill, the wisdom of love invites you to withdraw from that environment and build your life based on your principles and ideals. However, in real life, it is possible that the karma of some disciples asks them to remain with an unsupportive family as a means of purification, healing, and integration of a past karma. You have to ask for divine guidance. What is the best to do? Teachers also, despite having an attitude of service and affection for their students, know that there are times when certain students must be disciplined with all possible strictness for the good of themselves and the entire class. Finally, the third quality is the power of love. We humans each have a certain degree of power, some more than others. However, only some men and women of great divine realization have managed to experience, develop, and live divine love in their own lives. For example, when some people try to forgive another person who wronged them, they try to do it with their own strength, and of course, that energy of hate wins over their incipient or commencing love. So in order to forgive another person or to develop an experience of divine love, we must invoke the help of those divine beings, men and women, who manage to awaken and live divine love in their own lives. God is both masculine and feminine, and you can pray to both the Divine Mother and the Heavenly Father because they are both one. I pray to the Universal Divine Mother, who is pure and supreme consciousness and has divine energy. This Universal Divine Mother is Nirguna, that is, she has no form. However, paradoxically and subjectively speaking, it was from the womb of the Universal Divine Mother that the planets, solar systems, and galaxies were created. There are two manifestations of the Universal Divine Mother with a shape that I really like. One is the Dear Virgin Mary, that some people call the Holy Virgin, full of sweetness, purity, and divine love. And the other is Kuan Yin, the Goddess of Mercy, who has great purity, love, and divine mercy. The Universal Divine Mother, Dear Virgin Mary, and Kuan Yin are the manifestations of the deity that I like the most. But remember that I recognize other divine beings who have a great divine realization. As this video is about the radio station of divine love, I must talk to you about two divine beings who have a cosmic divine love. The first is the beloved Jesus Christ, who is a manifestation of the divine love of God. And the second one is the beloved Sri Krishna, who is also a manifestation of the divine cosmic love. In the case of the archangels, Archangel Chamuel and his divine complement, Archeia Charity, are the archangels of divine love. You can invoke Archangel Chamuel and Archeia Charity to increase, develop, and experience divine love in your life. Likewise, the Ascended Master Nada has supreme love. And I must mention the Goddess of Light, the Queen of Light, and the Goddess of Purity, who are cosmic beings that help develop these divine qualities in human beings. Likewise, the Elohim Eros and Amora are the Elohim of divine love, from whom you can ask for help to develop this divine quality. Currently, there lives a Hindu saint called Amachi or Ama, who is a manifestation of divine love and expresses great love to people in the form of hugs she gives around the world. Another great Hindu saint who expressed great divine love was Anandamayi Ma. In Catholicism, Sister Faustina Kowalska, who made a devotional or rosary to the mercy of the beloved Jesus Christ, is also a saint with great divine love. Paramahansa Yogananda and the great Ramakrishna were two devotees of the Divine Mother who managed to experience and share a great divine love. And all those people, men and women unknown in the world, who express great love in their families, in society, in their countries, and in the world. In all the religions of the world, there are men and women who have managed to divinely love all people of all ages, of all races, and of all religions. These saints are members of the spiritual hierarchy of the planet that ensures the well-being of the world. The 12-step program is a methodology that invokes the higher power as you conceive it, which is merciful and life-giving, and helps heal the lives of addicts and people of all social strata, races, and religions of the world. To conclude, there are special and divine beings that express a great divine love, such as the universal Divine Mother without form, the dear Virgin Mary that some people call the Holy Virgin, Kuan Yin, the Goddess of Mercy, the beloved Jesus Christ, the beloved Sri Krishna, the Archangel Chamuel and his divine complement, the Archeia Charity, the Ascended Master Nada, the Goddess of Light, the Queen of Light, and the Goddess of Purity, and the Elohim Eros and Amora, Ama, the currently living Hindu saint, Anandamayi Ma, the great Dayamata, president of Self-Realization Fellowship for many years, Gyanamata and Siri Mirinalini Mata were great devotees of divine love. Paramahansa Yogananda and Ramakrishna, and many centuries ago, lived the great Ramanuja, who was a great mystic of divine love. The men and women of all religions and all countries who are unknown but help and love their neighbor, the society and the world, and the saints of all the religions of the world who are members of the spiritual hierarchy of the planet that ensures the well-being of humanity. There are divine names in all the religions of the world that express divine love. For example, in Judaism, in the practice of Kabbalah, Hesed and Chokmah can tune you into divine love. In Sufism, there are great methodologies to develop divine love, as well as in the order from the Ismailis of Islam. In Hinduism, the goddess Lakshmi and Parvati express a great divine love. In the Sikh religion, there are methodologies to develop divine love. From Buddhism, there is the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara and the goddess Kuan Yin, who is the goddess of mercy. And as I tell you, the Virgin Mary, who is from Catholicism, gives an energy of heavenly divine love. In the Taoism, after beginning a training of about 3 or 8 years, people can contact the heart of the sun, which is the center of divine love in this solar system. The Ekankar religion, led by Haru Klam, also teaches and has methodologies to reach the plains of the ocean of divine love and mercy. And Nirmala Devi and her Sahaja organization also gives great information of divine love, as well as the book Love's Last Madness, which talks about the lives, poetry, and teachings of saints and mystics written by Darshan Singh. There are other great saints and masters of divine love that I haven't mentioned, that you have heard or known about. The ones I mention here are the closest to me in terms of divine love. Through any of these divine beings and divine names that I have mentioned, you can tune in to the power of love in the world. I must mention Sherab Shama, who is a female divinity of the Bon religion. She also expresses great divine love. You who listen to me can make the right decisions in your life, and you can tune into the radio station of divine love that expresses divine love through space, through the ether, through the air, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every year. And I give you a secret. Those people who develop and practice divine love and who manage to pass their test with the help of God's will and grace, one day be able to contact the heart of the sun, which is the center of divine love that radiates divine love and divine harmony throughout the solar system. May the Divine Mother, the Heavenly Father, and the sacred space bless you. Blessings.